Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Patronkast Plays Mortal Kombat X. I'm Razor, Chad and Smokeman are here.
Yo.
We've completed story mode. There are no challenge towers.
Unfortunately. I would have loved to have seen you do that.
Yeah. But, we've got a crypt.
We've got a crypt. How much money do we have to spend in the crypt?
Well, let's see. We have, 77k.
It doesn't seem like a lot.
Welcome to the
Oh, it's snowing.
It's snowing.
Is our frame rate going to be okay?
No, I can already tell.
Yeah, it doesn't like the snow.
dear.
It doesn't like the snow.
Oh, it's just a bit better now.
It's
a bit
better.
better.
Smoothed out. Welcome to the Crypt. Here you can spend coins earned through playing Mortal Kombat X. The first tombstone... Yeah, the first two...
Termstern.
The first tombstone. Oh my god, it's a tombstone.
Oh, look, the Termstern.
The first tombstone in front of you is free.
He
Okay.
crooked my term.
Did I just hear someone in 2024 do Ermagerd?
I'm doing the South Park thing.
Good lord,
Look,
is it
it's-
2011 still?
It is a timeless classic, alright?
It's
Everyone knows it. So, do we cover the things that happen? The spooky things that happen in the crypt?
So, yeah. So first of all, it's unlikely that we have enough money.
I like that
to,
fatality.
Good one.
Yeah. Squeezes them until their head pops off.
It's
Yes, we probably don't have anywhere near enough
Yeah.
funds to unlock the entire crypt, because unlike 9, where there was that challenge tower to go and earn mad money through, we just did story mode. Razor just did story mode.
Yeah.
And
But
unlike last time, there is nothing I can do to prevent jump scares, which this crypt indeed does have.
the jump scares in this one telegraph themselves a little bit more. Like in the open graveyard area, you can be attacked by a wolf, and you'll kind of hear it like growling and running towards you before it pops up.
I'm scared.
Anyway, when the jump scares pop up in this crypt, they prompt a QTE in which you can attack them for a small amount of coins. If you fail it, nothing even happens.
To our memory, we could be wrong.
I know the spiders don't telegraph themselves as much.
The crypt clock.
That the clock is spelled with a C.
Oh
bothers
right,
me.
yeah, they had to do this shit.
So that's
Clock. Spelling something with a hard C doesn't use a K. What the
Yeah.
hell, man?
So let's see. What do my buttons do? I have a map?
I really like the effort that they put in once again into making a bunch of different locations with their own little sections.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
this
this definitely like takes after the 9 map in that you've got it'll actually tell you how many chests you have yet to unlock, which is very helpful.
very.
But one of the things they've added to this one is a little bit of interactivity. There are certain areas of this crypt you can't access until you find a key item.
Indeed.
For example, one of the key items I know is the Netherrealm Kamidogu, and when you find it, you can use it to open a portal to Quan Chi's study. You know, the level where you fight in the game is one of the rooms in the crypt and has some treasure chests in it. And you can only get there with the Netherrealm Kamidogu because it opens a portal to the Netherrealm.
Indeed.
So that's kind of neat. Also, these time chests are somewhat Conquest-esque in their
Yeah.
conception. Also, like, the maneuverability here is a little less freeform and floaty than it was in 9. It's more of a grid. You know, you move one square at a time, you know, back, forward, left, or right.
In a way, the restrictiveness kind of really works for the jump scares. Because,
Now
like,
that...
you can only go forward. You can only turn left or right. And you never know when something's going to happen.
That way leads to spiders. Yes,
It does, Razor.
I want to say the thing that I hate most about Devora is not like her moveset or the Mary Sue-ness, or the killing a bunch of characters. None of that bothers me even half as much
It's the
as
vagina abs, isn't it?
it's the fact that ever since the chitin were added to the lore, every crypt has spiders now. Every crypt has like a bug hive location in it. Like 11's crypt is Shang Tsung's island from Mortal Kombat 1. And they added chitin areas, even though the chitin don't live on Shang's fucking island. D'Vorah wasn't in Mortal Kombat 1? Come on!
Razor,
I
don't
mean,
do this to yourself.
I mean, you don't know that.
Well, let's see what's down here.
You should go ahead, Razor. Find out what that was down there beneath Shang's island. It could be anything. Find out what that was, Sonya.
I get it. I get the reference that you're making.
Do you want me to guide you, or are you just wandering blind for now?
Yeah, we should probably find the first item, because there's going to be...
Alright. Looking away from the action periodically to check the guide. So, you will find Raiden's staff in the spider tunnels.
Oh, good. Do I have to go in the spider tunnels? That gate is locked from the other side. This is interesting looking. Look at these colorful ass stained glass windows. Kind of reminds me of the church from MK3.
Okay, actually, you know what?
Oh, look at this!
I want to look at that while you.
Spooky
Ooh.
wall of faces. The souls
You also
of
see a
dead
spooky wall of
warriors.
faces.
The souls
I
of dead
see it.
warriors are blocking passage to the tombs. There must be a weapon to dispel these souls.
Possibly a weapon which contains more souls.
Could
It's
be.
like bats. You get rid of bats by sicking bigger, larger bats at the original bat. That's what SNL taught me. So actually, the first thing you want to go and get, you want to go to the Garden of Despair.
All right. The Garden of Despair is down back
What-
the way we came.
What do they grow in the Garden of Despair?
Sadness.
Disappointment. Disenchantment.
So no flora.
There might
Plenty
be
of
some.
fauna, though.
Well, do plants make you sad? Maybe there are plants that make you sad.
Do spiders make you sad? I bet
Okay,
there
we are in the Garden of Despair now.
Okay. Continue heading north through the gardens to Reaper's Pass.
North. There is a compass. Interestingly, north is the way I came from. So here's
Oh,
Reaper's Pass. Here's Reaper's Pass.
Now, you want to continue north past the entrance to Shao Kahn's tomb to enter the Hollow Grounds.
Okay. Yeah, I was over there.
Anything could be around any corner.
This is the Hollow Grounds.
The Hollow Grounds. Follow the west path from the Hollow Grounds until you enter the Walkway of Souls. Makes me happy to just say these things. The Hollow Grounds, the Walkway of Souls. I wish I could use them in casual conversation.
We are now
Where'd you go
in the
last
Walkway
night?
of Souls.
The Walkway of Souls. Collect Scorpion Spear from the tree at minus 1319.
Who's that guy?
Somebody with a man bun.
That could be anyone these days.
Yeah, that could be half the fucking cast of MK12.
Haha.
Alright. I now have Scorpion Spear.
Alright. Turn left and continue heading northwest to reach the Frost Path.
It's just as gold. Alright.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, what else do we got here?
I really miss the way the brutalities are done in this game.
Here is the Frost Path.
You can collect Sub-Zero's Ice Ball at minus 2120.
Ah.
They
Now-
didn't seem so budget in this game. Everything, all the brutalities were very unique.
It's true.
There was a
It's true.
little
You
bit
know,
of...
I find it kind of lazy that in 11 and 12, just uppercutting someone's head off is a brutality.
I hate that. I really hate that. And honestly,
mean,
I was thinking the other day, if they wanted to do like a default, everyone has like a basic brutality that every character can do. It should have been the old brutalities from Trilogy.
Like an ultra
like the
combo.
Killer Instinct
Yeah,
combo.
They should have done the Killer Instinct combo thing for
See, I can kind of get their thought process because they probably looked back to Trilogy where like Ermac and Human Smoke and Johnny all had the head uppercut decap, but it did feel a bit cheap and lazy then. So I tend to agree with the sentiment. I don't know if there's something in particular that would have made it
Yeah, here's the portal
the
to
default for everyone.
here's the portal to the Netherrealm.
All right.
I like that they've got the runes from the 3D era on it.
Yeah.
Kind of otherwise looks like a Stargate. Imagine if the Stargate in Special Forces had looked more like this and less like technology. And then I wouldn't have been like, why is there a fucking technological Stargate in these ancient Chinese ruins?
Close your eyes and pretend. You'll be happier.
Alright.
All right, now what you want to do is return to the frozen graves by retracing your steps or using the return to the crypt entrance option in the pause menu.
It's interesting that the frozen graves and the frost path are not anywhere near each other.
Lots of things are chilly.
Alright, well. Let's return to the crypt entrance.
Mm-hmm.
So now I have the spear and the ice bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Good
well
news,
on my way.
everyone.
Well on my way to becoming Shujinko.
Good news, everyone. We're going to a new location. Can you guess what that location is?
Are you gonna say the fucking spider caves?
It's the spider tunnels. Coordinates 3-9. You're welcome.
Damn it. One.
Be brave.
Oh fuck.
Oh, there we go.
He got me.
Wrecked.
A fat finger to hit X and A at the same time.
Bitch.
The fingers you have used to QTE
Jesus.
are too fat.
Why's it gotta be this way?
Because.
Okay, where the fuck am I going in here?
Forward.
Once down in the tunnels, follow the path ahead of you into the Shadow Spider Cave.
Ooh.
I love the fact that a specific location of this whole thing is called the shadowy part.
Yeah, the Shadow Spider Cave, as opposed to the other parts of the Spider Cave. Tunnel of Webs, Chamber of Bones, the Silk Passage, the Hanging Bridge, Bridge Overlook, a Widow's Pass, the Spider Gem Hold, Arachnia.
Oh, that's
God, I love that. No,
Oh.
fuck you. That does not suck. That's awesome. That sounds like an 80s heavy metal album or band.
You know what?
Arachnia. I like it.
I'm okay with it as long as it's not an Earth realm.
Oh, Jesus.
Like I've said, I hate Arctica because it's supposed to be the North Pole where Sub-Zero's fucking Lin Kuei headquarters is. But if Arctica was the name of the Cryomancer territory in Outworld, it's like, fine, Outworld can call it shit whatever it wants. It doesn't have to be the real world.
What if I told you that Arachnia was just the deepest, spookiest, densest part of the Botan jungle?
I'd ask where the fuck the Botan jungle is.
Yeah, who gives a fuck about the Botan jungle?
All right, Hollow of
Latam,
Darkness.
South America, somewhere down there.
There are scorpion pits. How much you want to bet the scorpion's not there?
It will not be there.
Are the
I
scorpion
don't
pits
believe-
covered in scorpions?
Probably.
One would hope, honestly. Otherwise,
there
I'm
will
very
be
disappointed.
less than you'd think, but more than you'd hope. So, Cavern of
About
Doom, Cavern spelled with a
15,000 less
K.
than I was expecting. 20 million more than I'd hoped.
Cavern of Doom with a K. Very nice.
Cavern of Doom.
You know, when I
Elder Chasm. This chasm is older than all the other chasms. This is the most ancient chasm.
when I read Cavern of Doom, I thought that it said Craven of Doom at first.
Craven of Doom.
They spelled cave with a C here. That makes me happy. No, it's cave with a K here. That makes me happy.
Yeah.
K with a K, yep.
Switch passage.
Cave with a K.
I think there's some kind of traps or buttons in the switch passage. Shadow Spider's hive.
Well,
So
what
the
you want to
reason-
do is
So
you
it's
eventually
not
want to go to the Cavern of Doom.
it's not the most shadowy spider cave. It's the cave of the Shadow Spider.
Ah, I see.
Okay, so where are we going?
It's important to differentiate. You want to
Forward.
head to the Cave of the Shadow Spider.
Okay,
And then,
I'm in the cave of the Shadow Spider.
alright, in the large chamber ahead of you at 511 is Raiden's staff.
511.
511.
3, 4. Ah! God damn it!
That one actually got
Oh,
me.
Yeah.
We're gonna have so much fun here.
8, 9, 10, 11.
And there it is.
Okay. It is said that Raiden's staff grants the wielder the power to teleport. I thought
I
it
wa-
granted them the path to immortality. That's what he told Kai.
It's the path to wandering the earth,
But-
searching for your soul, that kind of thing.
But this is a different staff. Raiden has more than one, and they all do something different. He's just handing them out like candy, and then he's still enough of an asshole to go, "Hey, can I get that back?"
I like the mental image that Kai was wandering throughout the realms, got to this place, took a look around, looked at the staff, said, "Nah, this is for chumps," put it down and left.
Yeah. Yeah, Kai's the one who left it here.
Collect it and head out the right-hand path along the northeast wall to enter the Cavern of Doom!
Ah, Jesus.
Meanwhile, in the Cavern of Doom...
Now.
Where am I going in
Now.
the Cavern of Doom?
In the Cavern of Doom, you are heading to the torchlit opening at 1414.
1440. Okay, let's
Check him out.
let's open this corpse.
Hop!
Ah.
Oh, that wasn't as
Hey.
cool as in 9.
Nah, the
Fucking
9 was-
Jesus! Every time.
You know, I actually remember that, like, there are more... I remember it this way, that there are more jump scares in the Spider Caverns than either of the other two
Yeah,
locations.
yeah, there are. There
Yep.
are. Yeah.
It is
You know,
constant.
I
You said 1414?
1414.
I remember the spiders being a lot more telegraphed than they actually are.
The only one that actually gets me is the blood dudes. They make me uncomfortable somehow. I don't know
Oh, I have to
why.
tap to open the door.
Weren't the blood dudes in
The blood dudes are in
11?
Shao Kahn's tomb, which is back upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't need to go there just yet.
Yeah, the meat men. The multiple meats.
At the very least, them
am I
them being animated is better than the Crypt 1 and 9.
Yeah. The Crypt
Truth.
one is just a JPEG.
Somehow that makes it worse.
Follow the hall past this door to the southwest until you reach the Hollow of Darkness.
The Hollow of Darkness.
That's where you cast a magic missile. I love the steps you're taking one at a time. It's great. It's making my day.
Mm-hmm.
Now.
You know what? When you do that,
Now.
when you do that, the opening end syllable that you
Wow.
stretch out actually sounds kind of creepy. You should just keep doing that.
Look how dark that hollow is.
That's a dark hollow. Probably spiders in there.
Hollow is pretty fucking dark. Where am I going?
Make your way to the wall the far south of the room, then turn left and head east. You're
What's
heading
inside
to
this body?
18-4.
Hey, more coins. Okay. Wait. 18-4, you said?
18-4.
What's inside you?
Spiders. Don't remember this one.
Oh, that's the one where like he does forward 2 and it like launches them up in the air
Okay.
off screen and then they come back down.
At
That's
first.
fun.
Okay. Ah.
We
God, this is cool.
It didn't bring something over here. It sent me over there.
All the more reason for you to be attacked by spiders.
Grab the gem.
Yeah, bitch.
The spider gem.
Spider gem, spider gem.
You know, I feel like this is a missed opportunity to like put us in the
They should have called it the Gem of Tetsuo. Or no,
it
Tetsuri.
was
That's what it was.
Tetsuri. It was
Yeah,
Tetsuri.
Gem of
But
Tetsuri.
I'm thinking of the
The Gem of Tetsuo.
Yeah, that's a different thing.
Kaneda!
what's the bug stage of deception called? It slipped my mind.
Ah, Jesus. Beetle Lair.
Yeah, this could have been the beetle layer because that has a big bug gem, right? Big red bug gem.
You just want it to not be spiders. Beetles would make you more comfortable.
I
You're
mean,
heading back to the Cavern of Doom!
I just want to recognize things from older games. I want some kind of interconnectivity. That's all I'm saying.
Once you lose all hope for that kind of thing like I have, when it actually happens, it's such a beautiful surprise you get the warm and fuzzies.
So where are we going next?
The Cavern of Doom.
Cavern of Doom.
A
Which
Cavern
is,
of Doom.
Back up there. Ah, fucking! I'm not gonna nail.
Look at you go.
I actually got him.
You did.
I thought I hit the wrong button.
Man, I've been playing Silent Hill 2 remake, and this shit's cute. Just cute.
Oh, well.
Game is doing a good
See,
job.
the 2 in a row! 2 in a row! What the fuck is this?
Bitch.
More here than anywhere else in the fucking crypt. It's great.
Jesus fucking Christ.
3 in a row. Check that out.
Spiders everywhere. I'm loving this so much.
I dislike Ed Boon as a person. He and I are not friends.
Oh, I'm gonna have some fun with the Twitter post for this one. Oh, man.
Oh, that's useful. I'm gonna put that in my fucking gamer card.
So
I never got all of those.
So they had so little put in the crypt that they put test your luck modifiers in here.
Yep.
To be unlocked. Okay.
Yeah, what's your
Alright,
problem?
I had forgotten that.
Now what?
Now I get jumped by another spider.
You want to turn to the north to reach the Elder Chasm.
The elder. Okay. This is the lightsaber one.
Yeah, this is the shitty
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't like the way the lightsabers look, like the handles.
Mm.
I don't like lightsabers unless cyber ninjas are using them. Put it to you that way.
Yeah.
I don't know, it says that among Takeda's weapons, I somehow find those are the least offensive.
I
But
got
we've
a
been there.
costume. So here's the thing. This is called his tournament costume, which means they want us to believe that this is what he was wearing in MK9 at some point.
Sure, why
I don't
not?
remember that.
I mean, I think we've established at this point that all the costumes in this game that are called tournament, every single last one of them, are different than the MK9 ones.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's Scorpion.
Well, Katana's
He's the
at least
same.
looks like
Is
they...
he?
Scorpion's is exactly the same. Scorpion's wearing his 9 outfit.
Oh, make a liar out of me, why don't you?
Yeah, I mean, we fought him in
Yeah.
that outfit in the first chapter of the game.
Yeah.
I don't
But,
remember what I did this morning.
I like Katana's is sort of what she was wearing in 9, but they made it cover more of her body and stuff like that. Like they added some crisscrossing bits of cloth. I was gonna say, some character bios, like if you like, there's the old person version and the young person version, or there's the tournament version and the revenant version. Some characters' different costumes will give you different bio text. Like, if I'm looking at Revenant Liu Kang, it should have different text than regular Liu Kang.
Not
Because-
Reptile.
No, Reptile only has one story. Nothing has changed. You know, I actually like his creature from the Black Lagoon Halloween
It's an
outfit.
inspired choice. I like it too.
I don't like any of those costumes.
Well, here's the thing, is that normally I don't like Halloween costumes because I feel like goofy non-canon bullshit is stealing a slot that could have gone to like bringing back a retro skin. But
I don't
this
mind.
Fishman reptile feels like it could be a real creature in the Mortal Kombat universe. I kind of wish they would, like, not necessarily as a form of reptile, but I kind of would think it was cool if this was a character.
Mm, I don't mind like shoutouts to the Universal monster movies and stuff like that, because I love that kind of stuff. And actually, I wound up using Melina's vampire outfit in this game a hell of a lot when I played her, because she was my main in this thing.
Mhm.
So I enjoyed that. It's better this stuff than. Do you guys remember freaking Catman Noob Saibot, like the Neko Noob Saibot in that like 111 banner?
Yep.
Mm.
I saw that and I was like, wow, God's dead. This is what you want to do.
All right.
Ow. Christ.
Is that seems like a lot of lightning compared to when Raiden does it. Like for him, it's just voot, voot. That was a whole
Effort for
like
you.
surrounded by a tornado.
He hasn't done the voop voop thing since 9.
Travel through the southwest corridor on your left till you reach 1126.
Well, we're playing X, so 9 wasn't that long ago comparatively. Where am I going?
You're going to the Spider Gem Hold.
The Spider Gem Hold. Oh, good.
Spider Gem Hold, Spider Gem Hold. That does not work.
No,
No,
it's awful.
It's too many syllables.
I know.
I
tried
presume
anyway.
that the purpose of the hold is to hold the spider gem?
You'd think so,
Didn't
wouldn't
you try to
you?
get the spider gem?
I already picked it up. I presume I'm supposed to place it in the hold.
Perhaps these two things are in fact linked.
How
They
come?
may be related.
Let's let the spiders tell
Wouldn't
us.
wait? Wouldn't the thing that it was already in be called the spider gem hold?
Why would you put a thing in the
was-
chamber it's supposed to be in? What
it
kind of
was-
game logic is that?
A spider gem hold, not the spider gem hold.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
See? There's all the gems.
Games would be
fair.
very
Are
fun
now being
if you found items where they're supposed to be.
all of the spider gems are now held.
Where would the fetch quests go? What would you do?
So what's in this room?
The Room of Sacrifice.
Really, this?
Yeah, there's the same hanging dudes that is in every room.
I want to head through the door on the north into Widow's Pass. Slurp.
That's interesting. That
Oh,
there's-
that's the A-list one.
yeah. There's red shadow energy though. I don't remember how you get
I
the red
think-
shadows in this game.
I think it might be in all variations. If his life is like
Oh, right, when his
shadow
life
percentage?
bars, yeah, when he's like in danger or whatever.
Nah.
I kind of liked it better in 9 where you got red for EXing.
same.
That was really great. That was a great touch.
Okay, where are we going now?
We are going to Widow's Pass
Widow's Pass. That's right.
in the north. And we want to go to coordinates 630.
6:30.
Ooh, what's that? Oh,
Turn to your left.
Now, how did Reptile lose a hand down here?
I don't know.
He'll grow it back.
He got it caught in the web. Look.
Did they grow back? Is that how Reptile works? I mean, I guess
Sure,
some
why not?
lizards can regrow their tails, but I don't know if tails have bones in them.
Mortal Kombat logic is selective and nonsensical. I'm gonna say he's okay. Just further evidence of him getting wrecked once a week.
I like the suggestion that having Reptile's hand could possibly be useful for something down here.
I mean,
Do I have now that his hand? Do I have his hand? Can I make fucking force balls with it? What's the
That would
lore
be
here?
cool.
Okay, where am I
Make your
going?
way through the passage adjacent to the claw and then smash down the door.
There's a door to be smashed down.
There's a door to be smashed down. Adjacent to the claw.
Adjacent to the
Probably
wall.
down that way.
This way?
Probably down that way.
Let me see. Dude. There was
Up
music
goes
in
the
that
dude.
dude.
Such a great world it would be if there was music in every dude.
yeah. Hey!
That's a good one.
Yeah, I like
I
that
like
one.
this one.
Okay, I probably want to go this way. There's a door.
Adjacent.
The phrasing is correct.
It was close-ish. Now where am I
Take a
going?
right into the switch passage. That's not. That's not.
Wait, how did you use Reptile's hand to do that?
I didn't. I just opened the door.
Oh, okay.
That was not an item interaction. That was just
Not everything requires it to be combat time.
Well, that seems like a mistake.
Okay, so I'm in
Ahead
the
of you
switch passage.
are 4 switches.
Oh, they have that one has 4 spiders on it. That one has 3 spiders. I bet there's an order I have to do these in.
Oh, there is. Would you like the order or would you like to guess?
Is it 1, 2, 3, 4?
It is not 1, 2, 3, 4.
What's the order?
4, 1, 3, 2.
Or how are you supposed to know that?
You're supposed to
It's
be
probably
eaten
a
by
clue on
spiders
the-
till you figure it out.
Probably a clue on the door.
See a clue on this door?
Yeah.
Okay.
What was it? 3, 2.
4, 1,
Mhm.
3, 2. Okay.
Wow.
I got money for doing it right.
You might also get spiders for doing it right.
Yeah.
Here's the open.
I probably got spiders for doing it wrong. But for doing it right, you get money and spiders. It's a bonus.
You will find another item in here.
Hey,
and
look
there it
at
is.
that.
That's a paddling.
That is the best paddling.
I had a feeling, at least I hoped this room would be Kotal related because that skull on the door looked very Aztecish. That Mesoamerican art style.
Just think, Razor, we do all this now, we'll never have to come back in here ever again.
Well, so one of the problems with this particular crypt...
Yeah,
that-
it wants you to go back and forth. I'm being facetious.
Well, no, not that. It's that every, even if you open every chest in this crypt, you won't unlock every item in the game. Because there is a
right.
fountain where you can gamble coins to get anything that you've missed.
Yes, let's talk about that once we actually get to that fountain,
And
because
the-
I want to sit there, look at it, and spew unending vitriol and hatred at it, because it is everything that Crypt's turned into,
Yeah.
and I hated it from day one.
Yeah, the first time I played this game, like, obviously we're doing the crypt fresh from the start because this is I bought the PC version of MKX specifically for this Let's Play. When the game came out, my original copy was on a PlayStation. In that original copy, I never completed the crypt because of that stupid fountain. I paid the $20 to unlock everything. Because
Yeah,
I
man,
got
I didn't
sick
do
of that
that.
stupid fucking fountain.
Oh, it was horrible.
Like 99% of what you get out of that fountain is just those stupid cards.
The shrine, they call it here. The shrine, they called it in 11. The shrine is all there is in 12.
Yep.
I love it. I picked up this game and I'm like, this is a great crypt. Hope we never see the shrine again, though.
Mm-hmm.
Picked up 11. This is a nice crypt. I don't know why that shrine's back, though. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Picked up 12. There's no crypt. There's just a shrine. God fucking more people should have been upset about that, man.
They
All the
really
same
should
thing.
have, yeah.
All
So-
right.
Are we done here, or do I want to go to the hive?
We want to head back into the switch passage,
Mhm.
and follow it to the other end,
Mm-hmm.
where you can use the recently acquired Kahn sword to hack through the spider webs on the north wall at 635. There you will unlock a Switch Pro.
Okay.
Yep.
Yup.
Was thinking it'd been a while. Yeah.
Told you you'd win some spiders.
couldn't have done that with Scorpion's Spear.
Nope.
No, you couldn't.
Doesn't work that way, man. Can't just hold it by the tip. What are you nuts? All right. I think you know what you need to pick up in here.
I see.
Kenshi's sword is very bland and boring in this game.
I don't know why they didn't call it Sento. That's weird. Kenshi's katana. Doesn't seem right. Now we have to go back to where we picked up Raiden's staff.
That one sucks.
Where was Raiden's staff?
You know, I wish these pictures were animations instead.
Yeah, right.
Alright, we have to go back to the Shadow Spider Cave
Shadow
at 511, where
Cave.
Raiden's staff was.
It's all the way back at the beginning of the fucking...
Plenty of time to meet some new friends along the way.
Yeah, have fun.
Really?
I'm trying to decide
You're thinking
whether or
about
not
it.
it would be faster to return to the crypt entrance and go back in that way. I think it
Wouldn't
probably
it?
would be.
It would. Yeah, it
Might
would.
be. Might be less spiders to deal with. Might not be.
I guess we'll find out.
Starts walking forward, spiders out of nowhere. All the
All
walls are now replaced
The
by
spiders
spiders.
chased you.
Every step is just spiders. Every step.
I don't know
Alright,
if
so
I've ever hated
511.
anything as much as I hate this. 511. Okay.
511. Oh, there we go. As I scroll through this walkthrough, thank you, IGN. There was, in fact, a big hint as to the order of switches that you pulled. And that would be the letters... that would be the numbers 4132 bold across a wall.
Interesting.
All
Okay.
right.
I'm at 511.
So, head towards the passage on your left along the northwest wall. Test your might.
Okay.
Now you're in the Chamber of Bones.
This says the Tunnel of Webs. Chamber of
Well,
Bones
move,
is a little bit...
move through the tunnel into the Chamber
Yeah.
of Bones. My bad.
I can't believe Shad lied to me.
Rolls flat. Did you know?
I heard that! God fucking...
You suck at this.
I swear to God I hit the A button. Now we're in the Chamber of Bones.
There's a corpse at minus 712.
Minus 712.
There you go, right in front of you.
Ah.
No prices for guessing what that is.
Really?
Looks like he didn't fare too well against Kung Lao. Why did Lao
didn't
leave
he
his
take
hat
the
here? Why
hat?
didn't he take it back?
He was like, fuck this, spiders, I'm leaving right now.
Yeah, but
Teleport out.
he could have teleported the hat too.
Oh my god.
Okay. Now I've got a Devora.
Continue through the east door of the chamber. I really don't
Oh.
like that outfit.
Yeah, look at that.
Nope. Nope.
Does Devora strike you as being into bondage? Like, did you get that from her personality in the game?
I think the name of the pack was like post-apocalypse pack or something.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, they're all Mad Max outfits.
Remember when like Noob Saibot was like an oily gimp back in Conquest? I can't believe
Yeah.
anyone in the series is into something geeky.
I mean,
We'll talk about this later.
Let's talk about it right now.
she doesn't even have nipples. It's not real tits.
The concept art really wanted those nipples. Ooh, that's a great one.
yeah, he saws them in half.
Mm-hmm. Good one.
Where are we going now?
We want to continue through the east door of the chamber until we can turn north up the stone slope to the bridge overlook.
Bridge overlook. All right.
If that doesn't overlook a bridge, I'm gonna be so mad.
Probably overlooks the bridge.
Your mom overlooks a bridge. Oh shit!
Fucking got him.
I did. I don't know what I got you with, but I got you with something.
Oh my God, do you see that? That guy was scared.
Is he as scared as I am right now?
Yeah, go back. No.
Couldn't have done that with the spear or the paddle. Or
Spear's not long enough. Once you throw that paddle, it ain't coming back. Only Kahn can do it. You ain't no.
All right.
All right.
Dude,
All right,
wait.
you wanted to see the frightened.
Look at him. Look
Yeah.
at him.
He's
He's fucked up.
He had a rough time.
He's Razor in a day.
Yeah. Yeah, I know how he feels.
Head back down the stone slope to the tunnel exit at negative 1112. Re-enter the Dead Woods.
Wait, what? We're Did you say head to the exit? Get out of here?
Yes. Head back down the stone slope to the tunnel exit.
Yeah, I don't need to do that.
It's just any excuse to leave the places.
Coward.
Yes.
Coward. Little bitch.
Oh, goodness. Well, this means he's, got a stomach
Look,
for...
if
That's
you
all
make
it
a
means.
crypt where I can't unlock everything, then I'm not obligated to try. Where are we going now?
We are going back to the entrance to the spider caverns, but it's okay. We don't have to head back in.
Why are we going back to the entrance to the spider? Now what?
All right. Once back above ground, open the gate ahead of you at negative 16. I'm going blind.
Negative what, 16?
Negative 116.
Wait a second. What negative 116? I think it's over here.
Now we're at negative 5. Yeah, there's times like that where it's like you gotta loop around to go actually get the thing that you want.
Yeah, this. Locked from the other side. Wait a minute.
You're at negative 216.
Oh, shit.
You zigged when you should have zagged.
There's another exit in the fucking spider caves I was supposed to take, I betcha.
Nothing to it but to have to go back in.
Okay, alright. Fucking...
That's funny. That's awesome.
Ah.
Son of
Shall I return to the section of the walkthrough in the spider caverns?
I guess you gotta. Fucking Christ.
All right, so the tunnel exit, for what it's worth, should be at negative 1112.
Is it across the hanging bridge? I bet it's across the hanging bridge.
I mean, that makes sense. You did cut it down. I don't know why you wouldn't walk over it.
Well, I just thought there'd be, unlockables in there that we didn't need to get. Okay.
Oh, this feels like more of an adventure than the 9 Crypt. It's fun.
It's been a while since a spider.
Your patience will be rewarded with spiders. I'm
Yeah,
sure
what was
of
that?
it. It was spiders.
It was spiders. Whatever noise you're hearing, I promise you it was fucking spiders.
That sounds like someone filing an income tax return. Spiders.
Why are you fucking spiders again?
Because it's what the game wants me to do, Smoke Man!
Stupid, sexy Devora.
You're the one who brought up the nipples in her concept art. Why do you think those are there?
Because some guy got horny for bugs? I don't know.
Yes, and they want you to share in their kink!
That's my fetish!
Okay, flaming uppercut. I'm pretty sure this room does not have an exit. But we're gonna
No, go back into
open
the.
all of this shit.
I mean, may as well while we're here.
So I want to talk about something that I really like in this crypt, or in the collection section, that 11 and 12 don't have. Text on the concept art.
Yeah.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah.
Ooh, speaking of which, now is the perfect time to name drop something happening next year that I'm very excited about.
Oh,
We are
yes.
getting an art book. We are getting an official Mortal Kombat art book for the first time next year. It's by Ian Flynn, who is apparently famous for a bunch of comic stuff with Sonic the Hedgehog for IDW.
Yeah.
From what I read, he's a big continuity guy.
He was a fan of Sonic who had his own webcomic, like a parody thing, and then somehow he ended up writing for real Sonic. He's done the comics, he's written for the movies, like he does a lot of stuff for Sonic now. He's, you know, what any one of us wishes we were for our whatever fandom is your favorite thing.
Right.
Like this one we're in right now.
Yeah.
That we're talking about right now. So yeah, he's authoring a. It appears to be mostly an art book. There's like 300 pages of concept art, and things called Flawless Victory, of course, as most things are. And there's going to be interviews with NRS developers and things like that. So like, here's hoping it's really comprehensive and in 2025. I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, your voice is breaking up a little bit.
I don't know why that would be the case, but I'm just saying. Thing comes out sometime in 2025, and I'm really excited for it.
Is there
300
anything?
pages of concept art. People.
Are there any programs you can close? Anything that's using up bandwidth?
I don't know why I'm breaking up. Let me see. Exits.
So
looking at this art, Raiden has white hair.
He does. He has like wispy white hair floating, like his hat is off, and it's like floating up into the sky. I think it's interesting that the original conception of the Jinsei chamber like was meant to have Raiden always floating back there.
Isn't my speech any better now?
That's really cool. I wish that was in the game.
Yeah. You haven't broken up yet.
All right, cool.
Okay.
So next year, Flawless Victory art book, 300 pages. Get hype.
I'm curious to know, because one of the things about like the concept art for 9 and X that is not true in 11 and 12 is that you can see a lot of like iteration. You know, like there's rough sketches and there's multiple versions of characters. If you look at the concept art that you unlock in 12, it's just it's just a drawing of the costume that's already in the game. There are no like early versions. It's just one image.
It's really terrible.
Yeah. Which I have a suspicion that that's because most of the costumes in 12 were actually created using AI and not a human being making sketches.
Either that or it's just rushed as fuck.
Either is plausible.
But I definitely appreciate like we haven't unlocked the concept art for any characters yet, I don't think.
What does that say? Oh.
What does what say?
Look at that Baraka. That's such a great Baraka.
Which picture?
Go back to the concept art for the stage.
Okay.
Jinsei chamber.
Yeah.
Go over a little bit. Go over a little bit. More. Right there.
This one?
What is that? What is that in like multi-layer
relief sculpt?
Okay.
Yeah. And this is the
wall. Yeah.
Like I said while we were playing it, the one wall has the one being dying to the Kami Dogus, and the other one has Raiden and the Elder Gods banishing Shinnok to the Netherrealm. Shinnok's hat in that looks more Armageddon-y.
Yeah, I prefer it that way. At least for this art.
Mm.
I'm kind of trying to look at the.
I like these geometric carving versions of the Kami Dogu. I think.
Yeah, those are cool as shit.
I would love to have those in my home. The Earthrealm one was a lot more angular than I remember. But
yeah.
There's like another version of these on the top left.
Yeah, they were just experimenting with different poses for the elder gods to be in. Because the idea is that the two carvings are supposed to be kind of symmetrical, like you've got them uh, on the left with their hands held up, and then on the right they're sort of in the same positions, but I don't know, they're like writhing in pain or something. Maybe it's because Shinnok is supposed to be attacking them. I don't know.
From the pose he's in, it looks like he's up to some sorcery. I'll say yes.
That's cool.
But yeah, like in the early version, up in the corner there, you can see they were gonna like have their fists raised, like the shaking at them, shaking at Shinnok.
Big harder.
Ooh, that Shinnok, I'll get you. Yeah. So in the Jinsei chamber environment, we wanted it to feel very ancient. The idea was that the chamber was made during the dawn of time. It was a cavern that was carved with faces of the elders on the background wall. Within the cave are fissures of flowing Jinsei. We like the idea of the Jinsei being a glowing blue liquid, almost like a cold lava. The left side of the arena there is a carved bas relief of the birth of the realms. The right side is another bas relief that tells the story of the fallen elder god Shinnok by the hand of Raiden the Thunder God. The chamber serves as the heart of the Jinsei, which is a visual force that flows through Earthrealm like blood through arteries. They misspelled arteries there. Arties.
Oh, no. Arties.
Yeah, Raiden charges his powers in the center of the chamber, floating in the Jinsei core.
This might be my favorite stage in the game.
Yeah, I already said it's mine. Is not a lot of competition, honestly.
Yeah.
Is X the game that has the least stages, like of all the NRS era games?
Probably is.
Maybe. Yeah.
Most unfortunate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's in the game, but there is that concept art for the Goro stage.
Early on, we brainstormed a lot of ideas for exotic, dangerous locations in Outworld that we could explore in the game. One idea that we had was for a stormy cove full of wrecked ships. An early sketch showed two characters fighting on a rickety pier with large waves crashing over them. The water was red with blood, and just below the surface you could see corpses floating. At the same time, the environment team was experimenting with water effects on the new hardware, and had produced some amazing-looking tests. At that point, the cove was born. So the cove mostly exists because they were impressed with how they could do water. Okay.
I mean, with results like we got, who can blame them? The Cove is probably my favorite stage in this, being honest. Like, it's the kind of thing that I can look at, I can squint, and I can see a 16-bit. I enjoy it for that.
You are breaking up again.
God fucking damn it. I was saying that it's the kind of stage that I can look at, and I can kind of picture an arcade version of. So I really enjoy it for that reason.
Yeah. We designed the pier, adding some interactive elements players could use. We designed some gnarly-looking shipwrecks, complete with tattered sails and skeletal mastheads. We also designed a bloated corpse to pop up occasionally as an added interactive element. After that, it was just a matter of finding the right placement of all these pieces to achieve the best composition for gameplay. Originally, we wanted players to experience the background during the middle of a violent squall, but we wanted to save the heavy rain effects for the Sky Temple. In the end, we put players in the cove just after the squall has ended, and all the death and destruction it caused is clearly visible. It's interesting, because you fight here twice, once in the flashback to MK9, and once when the combat kids are escaping, and so both times just happen to be immediately after a big storm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would much prefer a violent squall to a whatever squall.
True.
Now, see, this artwork is my favorite version. Like, I kind of wish the finished one had looked more like this, because, like, there's more color in it. You've got, like, these reddish hues coming from, like, the sunrise or sunset on the ship, and they're having a fight with a castle over here. It reminds me a lot of the MK9 Wasteland. I would have liked to see a little bit more of that.
That would have been nice.
There's more like blood in the water there.
Yeah, yeah. See, there's,
I mean,
there's-
we've well established that color is what this game needs more.
yeah. The reason the Cove is not my favorite stage is because the finished version has a lot of gray in it. Like it's like every stage is very. We picked one color, and it's that and brown and gray, or like a cold grayish blue. You know, it's. See, there's a lot of gray in those, but those are black and white studies. This bottom one, it's like they're standing on a ground, like a beach or something.
Yeah.
Kind of a weird choice.
That's pretty neat, actually.
That,
Imagine if you were walking back and forth across it and you had like watery footprints and steps. That'd be cool.
I
That would
actually
have been
feel
really
like
cool.
that's a bit too much like we're just in the wasteland again. I like the pier.
You're a peer.
Oof.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
one-
you can't do it. You can't do your mom insult back at me
Well-
with that one, can
well,
you?
I
Your
could.
mom's a peer?
I
Oh
I-
wait, no, you totally could. Never mind.
yeah, I could totally do that. I don't want to.
Are you putting off going further through the spider caverns?
I just want to look
You
at
may
all the
be.
pictures. I just wanted to like wait until you guys were finished talking about Smoke Man's mom before I finish looking at the pictures. All right? Is that so much to ask? Ah! God damn it! Fucking.
I couldn't have asked better.
All right. Okay. Son of a-
Oh god, I'm so sorry, Razor, but at the same time, I'm not.
Yeah, don't be sorry at all.
Oh, that was perfection.
You're not the ones who should be sorry.
I don't like that brutality.
Yeah, a whole lot of leg popping going on in this game.
Yeah.
Started here, carried through to 11.
I don't know what the physics are of this. Like, the ground shakes so bad that your shins explode.
The vibrations. The knees can't handle it.
Yes.
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 He shoots you a bunch. That's the fatality.
As-
He has a gun and he shoots you a bunch.
It's more than Stryker ever did with his gun.
Yeah.
I
It's all right.
guess.
It's okay.
I mean, in terms of fatalities, anyways.
Alright, so this room was clearly not the exit.
No. I want to guess that what we want is below chamber bones down that way.
Did we ever
Or-
go to the silk
Actually,
passage?
wait.
We have not gone to the Silk Passage yet. That's probably it.
Our tunnel exit is coordinates minus 11, 12, to reiterate.
Okay, we're at -7. So what's in here? All is. What does
All
that
is
even
on.
mean? All is.
I
on?
don't know what that means.
That's a terrible name.
All is on. All is on.
It's
All is in.
so the content of the brutality appears to be that you stab them in the face with Jade's glaive.
Yeah.
I feel like it's one of those things that's actually scrambled. It's an anagram for something.
Well, whatever it is, I'm not getting it. Okay, the Silk Passage. It was -11 what?
It is negative 11, 12.
Yeah, fucking.
That one got me.
Just past the spiders.
Yep.
There
there's
you
the exit.
go.
One last one, just on your way out. Fuck.
Yeah, fuck you.
God, I hate.
See, at this point, I'm just tempted to be all like, Razor. And then just wait for it to happen. Hedge my bets. I feel like I feel like I have a good chance of just setting up random spider attacks.
Cool Whip. See, that's a reference I get.
Whip.
Cool Whip.
Cool whip.
Quill Wheaton.
We're doing Family Guy bits.
Good
We
ones,
sure
though.
are.
All right. Once back above ground, open the gate ahead of
Smoke
you at
Man.
minus 116.
Hey, the good costume.
Yeah, we got
Nice.
good Shinnok.
Millennia ago, a battle raged in Earth between Raiden, god of thunder and Earth's protector, and Shinnok, a renegade elder god who sought to conquer all of reality. Raiden was victorious, and he and Shinnok's fellow gods in Netherrealm. 25 years ago, Shinnok escaped his bonds and attacked an Earthrealm weakened without. Raiden and his fellow Earthrealm god Fujin were able to imprison Shinnok in his own amulet. But there are other forces who seek to possess Shinnok's makeshift and use
Prison.
power. Forces less than friendly to Earth.
Yeah.
You were breaking up there.
I'll just stop talking.
I wonder if it's like a sound gate kind of thing. Like if you're like your mic is
Maybe.
not picking you up when you're getting too quiet.
I don't know.
Well, all of his have the same bio. Is this yeah. Lovely.
Adorable.
Very glad that I unlocked that. What would I do without it?
That's pretty cool. I like that one.
Yeah. It's fine. Okay.
So what we want to do... Can we open a gate?
We have
And
opened
minus-
the gate.
Head immediately to your right and use Kenshi's katana at the bottom of the steps to enter Shao Kahn's tomb.
Okay.
Now it's time for the jump scares that I love.
You
The
didn't
Meat
need
Man.
your sword.
See, the Meat Man doesn't bother me.
But it's like a friendly face of meat that's been twisted and perverted.
Okay.
I don't
let's,
like that.
Let's see what lovely places we have access to. The Tomb Stairway. The Grotto of Gore.
That's a good
Nice.
one.
It is.
The Corridor of Blood. The Spiked Pits. The Lin Kuei Catacomb. Why do the Lin Kuei have a room in Shao Kahn's tomb?
Betcha Sector made it.
You know, the other thing is, so they've got the logo over here, and then on the other side they've got Ermac's logo. So I'm betting that these two rooms on the left and the right are where you use two items, because I have Sub-Zero's freeze, and an item I haven't picked up yet, but I know is in here is Ermac's fucking forehead gem.
Maybe Shao Kahn was a member of the Lin Kuei.
The Hall of Betrayal, and the Reptile Pathway, which has his logo from MK4,
It's-
and I bet that's where I use his hand.
Could be.
All right. These we've also got some blood
yeah, we
vomiting
got the-
gargoyles from the
MK9 Pit Bottom.
yeah.
Nice callback.
All right.
Not too hard to figure out what to do here.
Oh. Liu Kang's Dragon Fireball, which is for some reason being surrounded by an actual physical gold dragon.
Yeah, what of it?
He's gotten some
Well.
practice in. He can make those now.
Let's see what we've got
He
on
does,
the store
according
here.
to his 9 windows.
Yeah. Lin Kuei, Ermac, and Reptile symbols. I can't open that gate because I don't have all those yet. So, let's
What you want to do is head to the Lin Kuei Catacomb.
I had a feeling because the Sub-Zero freeze is the one I actually have.
Yep.
Free money.
Is it truly free? Everything comes with a price.
It's in here.
Here the price is
That
horrible.
fatality
Meat men.
sucked fucking ass.
It's not that bad.
It's
I think it
okay.
sucks.
It's a bit overdone. Like the victim.
You know,
I don't think the way it's animated cinematically has any like impact on it.
I generally feel that way about almost every fatality Raiden's ever had. They have some inability to come up with like good ways for lightning to kill a person that I don't understand.
You know, actually, what my favorite fatality from Raiden of all time might be?
What's that?
Just
The
the
dust?
one from MK2 where he just uppercuts you and you blow up.
I
There's
do-
something really sublime about that. It's
I
like,
like
this
that
is
one.
the power of a god.
I especially
You could-
like what I really like about that one is that in order to do it, you have to hold down the punch button for like a really long time.
Yeah, it's like
So-
gathering power.
Yeah, so effectively, like, Raiden can't punch with that hand because he's charging up the entire fight.
Mhm.
It's actually a really creative way to sort of, like, connect what the character is going to do to, like, what you're doing in gameplay.
They
I
should
think that
honestly,
that's
they should honestly just bring that one back and just give it lightning effects.
Yeah.
Like his fist is like shaking from the power before he does the uppercut.
I think he had it in 4 too.
No, in 4, he had
He had that one where
one...
he zaps you with the on the end of the staff.
Yeah, he...
Oh, right. And the other one's like where he like hits you
It's
up.
just the other
Head.
MK2 one.
Yeah,
Right.
but they don't explode. They just turn charred black. Which I
and he
kind of
floats over
like.
his head. That was cool.
So, I wish
But
they
that
did
philosophy-
something. I wish they did something with Johnny's stunt double variation. Like, have him actually in story learn the ability to, like, shoot out his shadows as strikers.
It should be like mocap dressed in a really bad Johnny cosplay costume.
See, that's what they did in 11. They had,
Yeah.
like, the stunt double be an actual stunt guy with, like, Johnny written on his chest in magic marker and shit.
Yeah, but he should also be wearing the mocap helmet.
But what I'm saying is, like, I think story-wise, Johnny should get better at using his powers. Especially if you're going to introduce Cassie, who has some of Johnny's powers, but weaker. Like, if you're going to have... Like, we were arguing about this last episode, what makes Jackie being too similar to Jax different from how similar Cassie is to Johnny. And one of the ways you could get around that is if you're going to create, like, a character who inherits some of the other guy's moves, like Cassie does to Johnny or Frost does to Sub-Zero, then the person they're inheriting from should also get new moves. Like, we should see them evolving and learning to do things that their student or child can't do.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Anyways, I always thought it should have just been mocap straight up in MK11.
It should have been mocap. That would have been more interesting for us old-timers than the joke of the stunt Johnny.
Or like just mocap written on like Cassie's sip sack can. Whatever the hell it was. There we go, that's the good
There's Meat Man.
meat, man. That what we were talking about though, about in terms of Raiden's fatality, they were always really down with that from sit back in the old days. Like that's the whole reason Scorpion's like back. You're bringing them towards you. It's why Kano's ball is on the into a cannonball.
Yeah,
Really subtle.
you rotate
It's-
the stick because you're spinning in a ball.
Yeah, like Reptile's force ball, back both punches. He's using both hands. It's all really sublime. Was anyway.
Yeah. So, I feel like they were trying to make a joke with the name of this one. But all you do is you throw a fireball through their chest and you make a hole in their chest.
It's also kind of bullshit to do.
Yeah. Can we actually,
You-
like...
Real
No, you
pain in the
can't.
other hole.
You
You're
cannot.
saying?
So yeah, I'm unlocking these brutalities. And I get to see a picture. But it doesn't list the command. It will if I, like, am actually playing a match and pause.
What I remember what the requirements are. You have to be at that distance, and it's a real pain in the ass because that move has so much fucking startup that if you're trying to do
Yeah,
it against the AI, they'll immediately just like walk in on you
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then close the distance, and the brutality won't activate.
Fucking assholes, yeah.
It's shit.
Pain in the nether hole.
It's not even like a very good special move anyways, like by itself. It was only used as like canceling to like string connect strings together and shit.
Mm.
As a special move, it's really shit.
Whip it out.
It doesn't even look good.
I don't like Scorpion having a fireball.
Why
Agreed.
would you
that
ever
used to
pick?
that used to separate him from the other fire characters. He couldn't just throw it out of his hands in a straight line, you know?
I guarantee you, it's Ed wanting Scorpion to have the same kind of gimmick Sub-Zero does.
Oh, I
Fireside.
remember when they revealed MKX and they were talking about the variation system. Ed would specifically bring up, and one of Scorpion's variations, he finally has a fireball. He's never had a fireball before. We finally gave him a fireball. You know, like, Ed, some of us don't want that.
Other things Scorpion will inevitably have: a slide, a fire clone, a fire shower. Whip it out.
Yeah.
This brutality doesn't even have a whip in it.
Why call it whip it out?
I can't actually tell what you're doing from the picture.
It's from the teleport move.
That's why I fucking wish these things had animations instead of still images, because sometimes I can't tell what they're supposed to be doing.
He like, oh god.
Oh yeah.
He like
You know, I think I'd be down with it more. The paint on his face didn't give him like this half-face 5 o'clock shadow.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I hate that it stops at the halfway point of his face.
Yeah, and it's like it doesn't even look like the part that the lower half of his face doesn't look like it's unpainted skin tone. It looks like he's white all over and then he smeared blood on some of himself.
Yeah. It honestly took me a long time to realize that the white parts are the paint on the skin.
Hmm.
And like, I honestly think that Kotal should just always have like a helmet. Like, I don't think I should be able to see his head like this.
They've never come up with like a hairstyle that looks good on him. Yeah. I don't know if it's possible to do.
Like I like the idea of him having like all stark white paint on him, but you need to actually put it on him, dude.
Because there's been like,
look at this.
He's
all blue.
Ever since he debuted, there's been some debate, and part of that is because the MKX comic, they mistakenly interpreted him as having turquoise skin. They didn't know it was paint because they had no fucking communication with the developers, and they were just, you know, here's a few pieces of concept art. Go write a comic, do whatever you want. You're on your own. So they thought Kotal was turquoise in the comic, and a lot of fans did too. I did. I knew it was paint right away, because if you look at this picture, you can see obvious spots where it's chipping, like on his abs and around the one nipple. It's like there's clearly brown skin with turquoise mud or something caked all over his body.
Okay.
Well, bully for you.
I'm just saying. Like, I guess the question is, should he have been turquoise all along, or do you like the paint texture? Because I like the texture of his body being fully painted. I think that looks interesting. Like, it adds some, like, a cultural flavor to the character.
Yeah,
I suppose.
I get that.
The problem is that turquoise is the only color that looks good on him. And what do you do in the alt costumes?
Yeah.
Who wants a purple Kotal?
I was about to suggest purple.
I don't think it would work. I think he'd look like a giant eggplant.
What's wrong with that? I honestly think that white would be a good color. It's just they don't put it all over him like they do with this one.
White would have been fine. It's just that the execution here with these reddish-brown sections is terrible.
Like, it's not even all over his stomach like it is on the default here.
A version of the main with white could actually be pretty good. There aren't a whole lot of MK characters that have white as their defining color.
I mean, there's Quan Chi, but yeah.
He's more, I don't know. If I had to pick Quan Chi's defining color like that teal thing on his teal shirt. That's the color I think of when I think of Quan Chi's color. When I think of Ashra, I think of white.
Well, we have a crypt to get through.
We
Yeah.
do.
That's true.
Where we're kind of getting ahead of ourselves.
Okay.
Do, do, do.
Let's see
And
what
that's
happens.
what you want to do.
Ah, I make a bridge out of ice.
An ice bridge.
Where have I seen that before?
Hmm. Neat.
Is there anything else where Sub-Zero makes an ice bridge?
I wonder.
Gee.
Some sort of game, perhaps.
All right, where are we going next?
Continue along the dark pass to the negative 518.
Negative 518. Got here.
You're running low on funds.
More exploding shins. Yeah, I'm gonna run out of money.
Son of a bitch!
Yep.
You really suck at these.
I do, yes. Ah.
I actually don't hold this against him at all, because I used to flub them all the time.
The thing is, I don't like QTEs as a game design mechanic. I think it's a lazy, like, when I think of the QTE, the first thing that comes to mind is bad Resident Evil games.
There is a reason
I just-
that they've mostly died out of common practice.
Psychologically, I associate the practice with some really shitty Capcom titles. And I understand, like, why QTs exist. You want some interactivity in a cutscene, you want, something to be cinematic, but you don't want the player to, like, get up and, go to the bathroom because the cutscene is too long or whatever. You want to keep them engaged. Sometimes you do it because you're making, like, a point-and-click adventure, and it's the only kind of gameplay there is. Like, if you really think of, like, a Telltale game, they are pretty much entirely made of QTEs. That is the gameplay. There's got to be a better way to do it, though, man. Especially, like, the ones that are meant to be, like, quick. Like, these jump scares. You don't have time to hit the right button.
Yeah, like, the shock factor lasts usually pretty much for the second that you have the time to do it and to react to it.
Honestly,
It's meant to reward those who know it's...
What happens is every single time one of these creatures pops up in front of me, the reason I'm missing the prompt, failing, is because I'm just mashing my thumb across all 4 face buttons at the same time.
And hoping.
Because I don't actually have a great memory for, like, oh, the A's the one on the bottom, the X is the one on the left, the B's the one on the right, the Y's the one on top. I don't always remember because throughout my life, I have never been super loyal to a single console, so I have, like, my memory of where the buttons are on a Nintendo product, and my memory of where the buttons are on an Xbox controller, and where the buttons are on a Sony controller, all jumbled up in my brain. There's no consistent, like, muscle memory for me to rely on. I have to look down at the controller to remember which button I want to hit when the prompt comes up, and by then it's too late. So
You
I'm
don't
not
gotta
even...
justify yourself to me, man. Like, my mind is permanently, and I mean permanently, locked into Super Nintendo controller because of all the childhood years. To this day, the Xbox controller's designations for its buttons makes me twitch. Because it's still XYAB, but different. And it bugs me, and it's always gonna bug me. Alright, where are we going to?
do I want to go
Look at
do
that
the
large boy.
Ermac thing, or... Well, I should do the reptile thing first, because I do have Reptile's hand.
You want to head north into the Hall of Betrayal.
Yes.
Ready?
It's interesting that the reptile path is called the Hall of Betrayal, when Reptile is, like, the only guy who's never betrayed him.
It's the Hall of Betrayal because everyone betrays a reptile.
Ah, that's the key. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what is the hand gonna do for this river? Oh, it makes you climb good. Okay.
You're using his severed remains to scale it.
Why is that eyeball animated? What creature is looking at me here?
Ew.
Cool. I like it.
I just... Oh, it's doing that there too. Jesus. So it's just a magic fucking gem or something. Okay.
Maybe it's the soul of one of those giant snakes, Reptile.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I presume we want to go do the Ermac one.
We head back to the Hall of Betrayal and make our path to the east. Once we reach the bike, Max.
You gotta do something about this breaking up, my guy.
I hate the Ermac thing. I apologize, listeners. I don't know what's happening tonight.
Okay, the gem gives you the hover. Can I talk for a second about how I hate that the gem they gave me is not the one Ermac wears? It's supposed to be green, and it's way too big.
You can talk about it while you're doing the animation.
Like, look, like the logo that's on the map is different from the gem they gave me.
He's not going to talk about it while he's doing the animation.
All right, fine.
This continuity. Amazing. I like that you're still floating.
Yeah, I'm still floating. I didn't, like, land when I hit...
Just like Ermac.
I think there's some stuff you can open on the other sides.
Probably. Yeah, there's a chest over there.
Bullseye.
I presume he shoots them in the face with an arrow.
I think he does it like...
Is what that looks like.
3 or 4 times, I think.
Perhaps.
Ooh, that one's got bones on it.
Yeah, skeleton hands.
Knife to meet you.
Knife to meet you. I get it.
I don't get it. Could someone please explain it to me in great detail?
Someone really wanted to get that in there.
Okay, now where to?
We want to go to the main chamber again.
Okay, I had a feeling.
And...
Meatman's due to pop up.
Now!
And...
Now! Oh.
And...
Now!
Keep trying.
Stupid game.
Mother, you see, this is why...
See, much less often than the spiders.
If it had been spiders, it would have happened 3 times by...
Yeah, it would have. Alright, and for some reason, Shao Kahn has been buried with Jax's rocket launcher.
I mean, naturally.
It's weird to give
Okay,
him...
remember when he took smoke as a trophy after 3? Why not? Rocket launchers are neat.
I think it's odd that they built a tomb for Kahn when they don't even have a body to bury. Like, the Elder Gods carried him into the sky and exploded him. There are no remains.
You know what? I'm sure he has plenty of loyalists who just wanted there to be a...
Yeah, I guess.
Touch of death. Ew.
I like that one.
Yeah, this one's a neat one. Hey, Liu Kang.
I am much more of a fan of the main outfit than I am the secondary.
Yes, the text doesn't change between you and Revenant. I can't remember who it is. I'm sure there's at least one character who has different biotext for one costume than for the others. But I can't remember who it is. Anyway, yeah, this is I mean, he had an outfit very similar to this in 9 as his alternate, so they just kind of modified it slightly.
The one covered bicep always bothered me.
I think I think it's interesting that they gave him such a long, like you can't see it in the picture, but he has like a super long ponytail tied in the back. And they also gave Kung Lao this super long braid. And I think it's odd, like when you have two guys, like Liu Kang and Kung Lao, both similar backgrounds. You would want to have like things that distinguish them from each other, wouldn't you? Like contrast elements. Like
Well, I mean,
Liu Kang is the peaceful one, Kung Lao is the violent one. Stuff like that. Like Liu Kang wears red, Kung Lao wears blue. So
correct me if I'm wrong,
it
but
seems
isn't it a
weird to me.
common?
It seems weird to me for them to both have super long hair at the same time.
I think. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't it a common trope to have Shaolin have braid and
The Well, the thing is that the Shaolin, like a monk is usually expected to shave their head. Like it's part of giving up your like worldly attachments is to like
right?
like having long hair is a sign of vanity or something like that.
I mean, not necessarily in real life, but I think it's a common fighting game character type among monks to actually see that one long braid from the top of the head or the
Well, I
back.
think they give them like the Q hairstyle a lot
Yeah.
because like it was the common among like the Manchurian Chinese back in the olden days historically. Like it's
I
not
think
necessarily
that's
a monk thing, but it is
okay.
like a societal or a political symbol to wear your
That's
hair like that.
that's probably the behind it is to ground them just a little bit to make them, I don't know, a little bit more as part of an order that would do a thing. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing: is that
I can see an intent.
well, John Tobias like intended Liu Kang and Kung Lao to both be guys who had left the Shaolin to join the White Lotus Society, and when they did that, they started like they stopped practicing some of the religious practices. They grew their hair out, and it's the sign that they are. He used to call them renegade monks because they weren't monks anymore. And so when Liu Kang wanted to represent the Shaolin at the MK1 tournament, he had to return to the temple and be like, "I know I left, but please let me go. I'm the best fighter here. If you want a chance to win, you got to send me. Come on." I just always found it weird that like I feel like in my head I associate Liu Kang with growing his hair out long, but when I think of Kung Lao, even though he does have long hair in several games, I feel like he should wear his hair different and shorter just to make himself look a little different from Liu Kang. Like, I tend to picture him more with the hairstyle he had in Shaolin Monks and 9. Although there is an argument to be made of, like, if you want him to have long hair, you could say that he grew it out in that gap between 3 and 4 where he was living and hiding, pretending to be dead.
I think I'd really like to see that
Yeah.
long hair, disheveled. All right, we are going back to the dead woods via the entry stairway.
Smokeman, do you remember what this brutality does? Because there's no gore in the picture.
I think it knocks their torso off their waist.
Yeah, probably.
That sounds right.
This one's only worth 10 gold. Dark Raiden is worth 10 gold coins.
Exactly the amount of effort they put into keeping him around. 10 gold coins.
Hmm.
Damn shame.
Sure is. Here's a character concept art. We can see, like, look how many different versions of the character they went through before they landed on the final design. Like, this kind of artwork here and here, there's nothing like this for 11 or 12. And I think that's really weird.
Yeah.
It is a shame.
And I bet when that artwork releases, it won't have anything like this in that book either for 11 and 12, because I don't think such art exists for 11 and 12. I think whatever process they went through to design the costumes in those two games there was not nearly as much like a human with pencils like coming up with ideas. I would be interested to know what the process is for designing a costume for 11 or 12. Because I bet it sucks.
Probably.
Yeah.
Which one was this?
Well, it's attached to his telekinetic slam.
Did he lift your head up?
I think the
Off.
other. I think the. No, his teleslam has two. One where he like slams your head down, and then I think this is the one where he rips them in half.
Okay.
I don't know why it's called gluttony.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you either.
I thought that'd be a good name for the one where he shoves your head inside your gut, his fatality.
Okay. We've
All right.
unlocked everything in Shao Kahn's tomb.
Got a bit of scratch for it while we're here.
All right,
Back
so we
to the entrance.
go back out.
Go back out.
On this side of the wall, the souls are red.
Spooky.
Maybe it's because they're angry that I've infiltrated the tomb.
All right. Head southwest through Reaper's Path.
Southwest.
Then head up the stairs near the north gate of Gardens of Despair. We're going to near the shrine. I've not seen anywhere near many wolves.
Yeah. Of course not. They're not spiders.
Bleh.
Ah. Stand back. Stand back.
Yeah, me too.
I'm like a true descendant of Apep with a rocket launcher.
Yes.
Fuck you, Shrine. I hate you. Hate you so much. Hate everything you represent. All right.
So we don't have to actually use it, right?
No, we don't. Actually, wait, no, we do. Sorry.
Okay.
Wager 2,500.
2,500.
Mm-hmm. I believe this is a set gamble.
Ah.
Oh my God.
Winner, winner. Hell
Who
chicken dinner.
left one of the 6 most powerful objects in the universe in a fucking gambling fountain?
Havoc.
Okay.
Return to the walkway of souls along the sides of.
Walkway of Souls is...
We want to get to Wolf Passage at minus 1916.
Wolfpet, okay. Actually, that whole area is kind of circular, so I think I can get there from here. Yeah. Oh! There was a chest, but it disappeared.
Well, damn it.
Shujinko'd again.
Oh man, just thinking back to that Liu Kang alternate costume inception, and the hour you have to get it.
Yeah, right?
So, I don't even know if it was a full hour. Might have been half.
Yeah, it was probably like 40-something minutes. Because there's always a delay before they show up, even though they're supposed to be right on the hour. So this is where I'm supposed to go, right?
You're at the Nether Gate. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Use the Netherrealm Kami Dogu. You actually skipped a step, but this is good too.
Well, was there something important to get along the way?
There was... We need to get to the Wolf Passage at minus 19
Mm-hmm.
to get to the open cemetery ground entrance White Lotus Temple.
I mean, I could go back.
You can go back, but may as well loot the place first, no?
I already hit the button.
Good stuff. Wolves? Wolves at the door? Anytime?
Nah, fuck them. Okay, so...
You gonna take that, wolves?
I mean, this is the wolf passage. What am I supposed to be looking for?
I think you want to keep heading down, like, keep heading southwards to that large open area.
Cemetery grounds.
Cemetery grounds.
Ah, the White Lotus Temple. I see.
And we want to open that temple.
Okay.
Can you guess using which item?
Ah. You know, that didn't really look like ice to me.
It really didn't.
It looked like I just melted stone.
It did.
So is this supposed to be Liu Kang's grave?
This is a White Lotus Temple, apparently, but a very bad one.
I guess, but like it's a tomb, and Liu Kang and Kung Lao are both dead in this timeline, so they could have put a deception reference here. They didn't. Anyway.
You know that all they can do are Deadly Alliance references.
Do I know that? I have a Kamidogu in my inventory.
Shut up.
Are you telling me that nothing can stop this Deadly Alliance?
That might be what I'm telling you.
Is this a brutality in which Ermac belly flops on the opponent?
No, he does like a Superman charge.
Okay. It would have been better if it was a belly flop.
Yeah. They had to save that for Bo, though.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Punching.
Nope.
Punching is good.
That she does.
I do like that one a lot.
Yeah, this one's pretty good. The throat ripping one.
I like the throat ripping one too.
It's all right.
It's cool.
I feel like the throat ripping one is a little bit less of a Liu Kang fatality and a little bit more of an anybody could have this fatality.
It feels like they're going for like an exaggerated version of like classic kung fu execution or something. It's okay, but I really like that jump kick split.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, Quan Chi's fortress. One of the locations in the Netherrealm that we wanted to explore in this game was Quan Chi's fortress. Although he's been in most of the recent Mortal Kombat games, we've never really devoted a background to him. Is that true?
What about Quan Chi's fortress?
Yeah, this might be like the third Quan Chi's fortress that there's been in a game.
I detect forgetting about entire prior games here.
There's the Pyramid in Mythologies, and there's the one with the laser spider webs from DA and Deception. What the fuck?
I don't think whoever wrote this was around at Midway at the time.
Oopsies.
Also, the in the concept art for this, the creature that's growing out of the blood pool looks more like a Shokan or something. Like it seems to be growing 4 arms.
I kind of like that better. Like I like that posing a lot better.
It looks like a symbiote.
Yeah, it's very venom coated. Okay, we wanted to create something unique and appropriately creepy. Rather than a palace or a fortress, they called it Quan Chi's fortress. We decided to give him a secret sanctum where he practices his dark arts. The environment is part laboratory, part library, part torture chamber. If you look carefully in the Netherrealm Crossroads background, you can see the exterior of Quan Chi's fortress. It's a giant monolith floating above the river of lava. Yeah, that's true. It's a big floating rock in the background.
Nice little bit of continuity there. You like that kind of thing, right?
Yeah, I do actually appreciate that. I just wish that it was one of the fortresses from the previous game.
If it was the pyramid, that would have been fucking sick.
Yeah.
Oh, we all missed that pyramid.
True to Quan Chi's style, the interior has a repeating skull and bone motif that you can see in the pillars, spiral staircase, and the chandelier. Hanging throughout the room are giant glass orbs containing dragon embryos, which cast hellfire light throughout the room. Prominent amidst his macabre collection of magic items and artifacts is the pool that he uses to create the revenants of characters seen throughout the story. Keep your eyes on it while you fight. You might see a revenant in the making.
A Shao Kahn, perhaps.
Perhaps. An attempt.
Perhaps.
Yeah, here's the
Ew.
weird alien shit in the tubes. Basically a face hugger.
Which
Also-
Ripley clone was that?
I hope those little spider torches actually walk around.
That'd be nice.
They should. They should. That's cool.
Get a little bit of that Star Wars Bomar monk action.
I don't know what that means.
You're better off.
Probably. Yeah, there's not a lot of talk in the text about the Shao Kahn armor and hammer and the fact that the guy in the pool is probably supposed to
Yeah.
That whole angle feels like something that burn and like show off an initial plan and whatever their initial vision, but just got dropped with charred leaving.
I think I got the gist of that.
Yeah, I got the gist.
Cutting out again, am I?
A little bit. Just a little bit.
Brian Chard plans. Shao Kahn
Right.
left.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Milwaukee.
We got the gist of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the one
That's a
she
nice
does
one.
to Baraka in story mode.
If it isn't my old friend Mr. McCain
All right, I believe.
I don't know what that's referencing.
with a brain for a heart and an heart for a brain.
Okay, now
And
we can do the
that
Netherrealm,
is-
right?
Yes, we can. And we have now done everything
There's a wolf.
except get mauled by more wolves.
Well, now what?
Now we go back to Quan Chi's Sanctum.
Now we get loot.
All right. Concept art for Ferritor.
My favorite gruesome twosome.
We were talking about this during story mode. Early on during pre-production for Mortal Kombat X, the concept art team got together for weekly brainstorming and sketching sessions where new ideas were thrown around. During one of those sessions, the subject of a new and unique character types came up, and an idea was proposed for a symbiotic pair of creatures who fought as one character. Interesting idea, but how would we pull it off? After exploring various ideas of how the pair would look and function, we settled on the idea of a large, brutish, mindless character with a small, impish character on its back. The smaller character would pick fights, and the larger character would fight them. Once we decided to make the smaller character female and the larger one male, their personalities came together quickly. Visually, we settled on a barbaric meets post-apocalyptic style. This seemed to suit both of the characters' personalities well, and made for a very intimidating new addition to the roster. Farah has a more flamboyant design since she's the brains and mouth of the pair, while Tor looks like a living bulldozer destroying everything that gets in his way. I suppose that's all true, but somewhat generic.
You're in a bad way when Farah is the brains of your operation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's not a good
Yeah.
sign.
Bless her little impish heart.
So this was released in 2015.
Yep.
When did Overwatch come out?
I think a year after that, maybe 2 years.
So,
Trying to form links.
Roadhog or whatever their fat guy's name is, probably a coincidence then?
Coincidence.
Okay. Let's see. So I guess the art where Pharaoh was only like half of a person chained up to him.
It's not in the game.
Yeah, that was released on like one of the art team's art station pages or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I could like put it up on the screen real quick here.
If you want to go to that effort, sure.
Yeah, sure. Fuck it.
All right.
I think it's very interesting they're playing around with what realm they were going to be from.
Mm.
You can the Earth realm version's in the game, but
Well, Outworld.
what?
They're from Outworld.
No, there's another version where they're playing around with them being from Earth realm, and that art is in the game.
Oh, it's in the
Yeah, they look like criminals. More, right there.
this one.
Yeah, see that up top?
Yeah. I guess there's potentially
Yeah, we dodged
like,
a bullet there.
kind of a Black Dragon gangish look to him, I suppose.
No,
She's
Wife
got a fucking
beater
gun.
She does have a gun. It's like a flintlock pistol.
You can kind of see an animation sketch there with her
He's
shooting it while standing on his shoulders.
He can't use his hands in that. He's got like spiked balls for gloves.
Yeah.
Still Mad Max as fuck.
Yeah.
Then off to the top right, we got like more the chain idea there, but
Somewhat, yeah.
she's got like some shit bolted into her waist.
Yeah, it looks like there's a like the very top corner, there's like a picture of him like holding her up like she's swinging on a swing set like a child.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Adorable.
I feel like there's a lot of ideas they're playing around with that I feel like are better than what ended up in the character.
Well,
There
I
are
think
also a lot of
in the
worse
end.
ones.
the thing is, if you had them be from the Netherrealm as opposed to Outworld, then you've got to figure out where you're going to put them in the story. Because if you make them from Outworld, then there's an easy way to slot them into Kahn's regime. Whereas, like, if it was a Netherrealm character, then you've got to stick a point in story mode where Quan Chi has a big bruiser working for him.
Yeah. They would have made for a nice sub boss if they were from the Netherrealm.
It would have made for a nice sub boss either way.
You know, that would be interesting if you like had them only fight, like if they were with Shinnok in the finale and they were the second to last fight instead of Devora. That might work better.
That would have been great.
I don't know about great, but it'd work.
I am still a fan of Ferrator. Yes, there's better stuff there than what there's worse stuff. I'm okay with them. Ragdoll.
I would like this one if his multi-slam was still his throw instead of having such an overcomplicated pretzel input that I can never pull off in this game.
I take it you don't play King.
Yeah,
No,
King's worse.
the only-
King is much worse.
The only
King has been much worse since the early
Yes,
to mid 90s.
that is true. I've always wanted to play King because he has cool moves, but you can't fucking do them. The only characters I play in Tekken are Eddie and Christy. Because you can just mash and look cool doing it.
Whenever I play Soul Calibur, I pick Maxi and I just roll my face.
So there's the good Jin outfit
Indeed.
with the mask. You know, that one's alright. I guess it's like Robin Hood is the idea here. Because it's got kind of like that medieval England, there are studs and padding look to his armor.
Right.
I bet that's what they're going for.
Yeah.
What with the bow and arrow.
Yeah, that makes sense. Was that like a legitimate third costume, or was that part of like a Halloween pack?
That was part of the like post-apocalypse.
Oh, that's the post. That's a weird place to put that.
You know, he is Robin shit in story mode. It's Really, thematically
Maybe it was the
appropriate.
post-apocalypse, or maybe it was. No, maybe it was that one.
That's where he just smashes her head into the ground. Is
I,
that it?
No.
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 feel free to
All right.
elaborate.
What is it?
What's in there?
It's basically the same animation as one of his moves, but it just pops their head. He like grabs them and like leaps up and kind of pile drives them on their head.
So he smashes her head into the ground once, not multiple times.
Yeah, only once, and it
Is
pops
this-
their
Okay.
head.
I guess this case is empty. Like that's just a frame.
I don't know what that is.
Because well, it's on the opposite. The other glass case has Shao Kahn's armor in it. This looks like it's just some kind of metal frame with nothing on it.
They should have put the.
Looks
the
like a
emerald
weapon of
here.
some kind, like a sword or sword.
Well, it's like
The reflections of all the lights in the room are not helping.
yeah, it's not.
No.
I think it's just like a frame, like a mannequin sort of. Oh, I'm out of coins.
You're broke.
All right, well,
Finally hit that point.
that was the last room we needed to visit anyway to see all of them.
And that was the last of the petty cash.
Slow down.
Yes,
Chew
this
your
is the
food.
last of the episode.
Yeah, I guess we're done here. I will actually unlock things off screen so that next episode we can see bios and endings. It'll probably be more than one episode. Because it is a larger roster than Versus DC, and Versus DC took 2 episodes. But yeah, that's
There's a lot more in-depth material to cover and less nonsense.
yeah. That was the Crypt. I enjoyed everything but the spiders. You know, you get to explore and look around here. You know, this
I
actually...
enjoyed the spiders and little else. No, I'm kidding. I had fun.
The spiders are my favorite.
I bet they were. It's interesting. This area is like it's Quan Chi's sanctum, but it's not outdoors. Like there's a roof and everything, but it still has the blood pool and it has the Shao Kahn armor.
Is this hammer around here anywhere?
I actually don't think the hammer is here. I don't see it anyway. Also, like this area is called the Gallery of Shadows.
Why?
I don't know. But these symbols on the map are... I know the top left is the thing he always has on his forehead in NRS era. Because it's, you know, his tattoos are different in these games than they were in Deadly Alliance. But yeah, for some reason, Quan Chi's sanctum here has been called the Gallery of Shadows. Which I guess, Brotherhood of Shadows, whatever. Makes sense.
Man, imagine that. If this had actually tied into some sort of plot by Brian Charge to actually res Shao Kahn as a brother shadow.
You know, that's the interesting thing, is like, these crypts that we go through, they put these like interactive elements in them so you feel like you're doing more than just opening chests, you know, to make them interesting. You have to go through all this to unlock the various areas and get more chests. You know, Scorpion Spear and Raiden Staff and the Kami Dogu opens the portal and whatnot, but there's not actual lore. Like, this is not a real location that exists in the world building of the games. Like, the graveyard out here, which leads to Shao Kahn's tomb, this same graveyard also has a White Lotus temple? So it can't possibly be an Earthrealm because they didn't bury Shao... Like, they wouldn't have a tomb of Shao Kahn in Earthrealm. And it can't be Outworld because they wouldn't have a White Lotus temple in Outworld. It just doesn't exist. It's just for... It's just for fun, stupid gameplay stuff. And I think that's, like, the reason I like the MK11 crypt so much is that it's Shang Tsung's island. It's a real place that exists in the games, and you can walk around it and visit all the locations from the game, except
Like
for
the giant bug hive beneath
yeah.
it.
Well, they didn't put the palace gates in the 11 crypt. Like that's the only MK1 location that isn't in the crypt, and it's a little disappointing because I like the palace gates and its big Buddha statue and whatnot. But yeah, like I just wish, and that's another thing. Like the 11 crypt, you're in third person camera as a real character. Like imagine if this crypt was the way it is, but you pulled back the camera and your character was Shujinko. Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that be kind of interesting?
No.
Well, fuck you too, then.
The specters of past conquests will haunt us till the day we die.
I just, I would like it if the crypts were, they had some, like, canon to them.
I would like it if crypts still fucking existed.
Well, yeah,
Thank you
that's
very
the other
much.
thing. That's the other thing.
Like we're
No.
not grieving over the
Right.
right wounds here.
Well, they had this. I think the idea with 12, with their fucking invasions mode, was to sort of combine the crypt with a conquest style map where you do stuff to unlock stuff, but that wasn't really. It wasn't like there's not actually a sense of opening chests and outcomes, costumes, and concept art in invasions mode. Like it's not a crypt at all. Now,
It is not, no.
I actually would love the idea of a crypt combined with a conquest mode. Like if I was playing Deception, and when Shujinko opens a chest, I unlocked the item instead of unlocking a key to go to a graveyard and get that item. Just give me the item right there. Like if the conquest mode were the crypt, it would,
Like if there was an actual place in the game called Shao Kahn's treasure hoard, and you visit it periodically, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I just give me an adventure mode. And when I open a chest in the adventure mode, what's inside the chest goes straight into my collection. I don't actually need the middle stage of visiting the graveyard and opening the tomb, Unless by the tomb you mean an in-universe location, like Liu Kang's tomb in Deception or Shao Kahn's tomb. Like if it's an environment I can go and visit and it looks cool, yeah, do
Combat
that.
tomb.
The combat
Soul
tomb.
tombs.
Yes.
So many tombs.
There's an entire building in Shaolin Monks that you could put in a game and fill with, unlockable treasure chests or graves or whatever.
Just give me a tomb with a view.
I want to see things that I recognize and then clap.
I agree.
All right.
Anyway.
I think we're done for the night.
Yeah, that is my overall thesis on crypts in general and what I would like to see. Future games, if anybody cares, but I bet they don't.
I don't.
And I bet 13 is just gonna have another gambling shrine and nothing else, because fuck us.
Shrines are the new hotness, man.
Are they? Does anybody like that
dude.
shit?
Yeah, dude, I love sitting there and hitting X a bunch, and
You can't even
maybe
get all
getting
the
something good.
like you don't even get any of the good stuff out of the shrine. You have to pay for the good stuff in the fucking in-game store.
10 years ago. 10 years ago I was saying this shrine is terrible and should never, ever, ever come back. I don't want to see it again. Now it's all there is. Wonder why we're jaded. Alright.
That's it. See you later, nerds.
Have a nice day.
Oh,